Today, we're talking about the top 3 things no one tells you about healing your PCOS. Hello and welcome back to Stronger Than PCOS, where we overcome PCOS one positive thought at a time. I'm Hannah, and on this channel, we discuss everything about overcoming your PCOS naturally and just support each other in this PCOS journey. If you're new to the family, please feel free to click that subscribe button. We would love to have you. So let's get into this video. Before we start, I wanted to mention to you all, I finally have my necklaces that say Stronger Than PCOS that can connect us together for sale. So I will leave the link down below. It just means so much to me to look in the mirror, to see it, or if I'm having a bad day, to just hold it and see it. And it's actually sparked up some pretty positive conversations about PCOS when I'm out in public. If you didn't watch my emotional day with PCOS, it kind of goes more in depth of why I created this necklace. But really, just to sum it up, it's just I want a way for us to all be connected, to have something to look to when you can't get on social media, when you don't have time, and something to remind us that we are stronger than PCOS. Some of these are good, and one of them is not so good. So let's just start out with the positive, because obviously healing your PCOS, being in that journey, I remember that's all I wanted to do was be free of the symptoms, free of the chains of PCOS, and coming out from it and being healed is the most amazing experience ever. So I'm not downplaying that. Let's just get that clear. So first one is I did not realize how much I would learn on my healing journey. Holy moly, me oh my, I went in this little naive girl and came out like completely, my mind was just completely opened to so much new information. I know my body more now, I know about reproductive health, and I know myself so much more. I know about food, like all these things. I had no clue, one, that I even needed to know about them, if that makes sense. The amount of information I learned is just so amazing. And I know if it wasn't for my PCOS, I would not have learned any of that stuff. I'm so thankful now looking back. I know you're like, let me slap you right now. But I'm so thankful now looking back, because it's really transformed me into the person I am today, and how passionate I am about spreading health, wellness, and overcoming PCOS. And if it wasn't for healing my PCOS, that would not have been the case. I would have just been the same girl. I'm sure something else would have came along, but you get it. Next is, I wouldn't have known, I didn't realize how fast time would feel after I healed my PCOS. So let me explain that. In the midst of PCOS, time felt like it was standing still. Yes, like people would be like, I'd read something about, oh, it'll take about 6 months. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, really? I'm gonna start this and I have to wait 6 months to a year? For real? But once I healed my PCOS and I was out of the inner midst of my PCOS journey, I was like, holy moly, that went by fast. Like, it's already been this many years and blah, blah, blah. You get it. Like, time, didn't realize how fast it would feel like time went by. I think too, it was such a big transformation for me mentally that it seemed like I just started in one place and poof, I was a new person, if that makes sense. Okay, this is my last one. This video's short, but these, I feel like you still need to hear them. And this one's big. And it's how unrelatable I feel now when it comes to meeting people with PCOS in real life. So not on here, like I connect with you all so much and I appreciate you guys and I love talking to you, and anytime you're like telling me your story, I'm like, oh girl, I know how you're feeling. But when I've met people in real life, it sounds so silly, But with PCOS, and I kind of, they're talking about their stories and I introduced mine, I feel like people don't believe me, or I guess because I don't have the symptoms anymore, it's kind of like they don't talk to me. I don't know. I can't really explain it. It sounds silly, like really childish, but for the simple fact that I would love to connect with women who are in the midst of their PCOS journeys or whatever route they're taking, whether it's medically or naturally or whatnot. And the women I've ran into, and I feel like I've ran into quite a few, just kind of write me off. Like, she doesn't know what it's like to have PCOS, or she doesn't know about fertility or whatnot. As far as like the struggles of PCOS, she doesn't know what it's like. And when I'd be around certain people and they'd be like, oh, let me start talking about it, I was kind of like sealed off from the conversation. And that's just something I had no clue would happen. Like, I don't know. I just was really surprised by that. And I totally get it. It's probably annoying. I try not to spit out information or try to act like I know more than other women about PCOS. But at the same time, damn, it would feel good sometimes to relate to one in real life and not be like written off that I didn't go through what I went through, if that makes sense. So those were the 3 things I did not realize, or no one told me about, would happen when I overcame my PCOS. Let me know down below what video you would like to watch next. How I healed my PCOS acne. Would you like me to make a video on sweet treats that are safe for PCOS? Or would you like to have me make a video on why I'm against the pill to treat PCOS? You let me know down below. And again, if you found this video interesting or learned something new, hit that like button. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you in my next video.